Good morning, kids. Well, it might not be morning for you. You might be, whatever time it is. Good day. Good evening. Good that you're here. I am going to run into Hibbity Hoobity. Got the hair for it today. Just rolled out of bed, gotta roll in there and grab something because I've got a show idea. Gonna do a little bit of a review for you here of a toy tank. I need something new to terrorize the cat. Let's see what they got. Oh, one more thing. Don't try what I'm going to try, kids. This is performed by a professional. I don't want any of you kids going into Hobby Lobby. It's not a good idea. So remember, kids, don't do what you see on the internet. Stupidity is a spectator sport.
Dan, line 1, please. Dan, line 1. Thank you. Code 7 to register, code 7 to register. Melissa to the front, Melissa to the front. Thank you.
We are back in the lab, and now we're going to get this thing out of its case, which it comes in a really nice case, I got to say. We are going to unpack this thing, and we're going to get it suited up with batteries. Not included, I just read on the packaging. But to talk about the packaging just a little bit. Okay. Essentially, there is nothing on this package that really says who makes it. But it is for ages 12 and up. It is the world's smallest tank. There is a choking hazard, so don't put any of this in your mouth, and certainly don't try to run it down your throat. Your price is $12.99 in Hobbies. It's got a picture of the controller on the side, and it's got a picture on the controller on the side. It says 3 inches, simulated combat, world's smallest RC tank. It says the same thing on this side, and it says very little on the back. One of the reasons why I went out and got this where I did is because on Amazon and in other places, similarly found items were like at least $5 more. So in order to save that and get this thing on for a review as soon as I could, I went over and shook hands with the devil. Anyway, let's get this thing out of its box and see what it's all about. Comes with an instruction manual, and it is just full of information. Let's open it up. Basically, you get this keep case, which is kind of nice, honestly. I like a solid plastic case to keep everything in. I have several like drone remote controls and stuff like that that are of this size and price point, and they don't give you that. Inside the case, as you can see, you get this controller, you get the tank, you get the antenna for the controller, and you get some little cones for setting up obstacle courses, which is kind of nice. Okay, everything, as with when you buy a lot of die-cast stuff, everything on this is screwed down. Let's get my screwdriver. Screwed down. Yeah, I need a screwdriver for this. But first off, I'm going to take this off. As you can see, I'm going to do a little bit of a fly around. You've got the tank, the cones, and the remote control. And I believe that you just plug this tank onto the controller itself, and the controller will charge it. That's how most of these things go. The battery for this is internal, and this is going to take four AA's so that it can charge the tank. So I'm going to get it off of the platform and get the thing suited up. Be right back. Okay, strike one. Gonna take it back. I'm gonna ask for another one. Gonna give it one more try. I shouldn't. This is a bad sign. Shit that don't work when you first take it out, bad sign. We'll see. And we're back. I guess I kept the instructions for the other one. That's a tip for you kids out there. Remember to make sure all the parts are there when you return it, or you won't return everything. I'm gonna get right into this. User manual, case, cardboard. Screws. Take the, I didn't do this on camera the last time, but I'll take these phenomenally long screws out of the controller first. I'm not even going to bother taking the tank out yet, unless I know that the damn controller lights up this time. Basically, these are just like a lot of types of drones, as I said before. They are, always return your tools to their proper place. Okay. The problem with the last one is that it had a problem with the switch, I think, probably. When you turn it on, it's supposed to have an activity light, and you are supposed to charge the tank right off of you charge the tank right off of this little charge cable right here. And I'll tell you what, this is even packed differently than the other ones. So I think probably what I got was a product return, and they put it right back on the shelf. Hobby Lobby. Okay. Got no screws on the bottom of that. No screws on me. Okay. Can I get a drum roll, please? Ooh. Oh, well. All right. Let's remove the tank. Okay. There's the charge light we were looking for. What I will do is we'll leave this until it charges, and then we're going to roll on out. So be back in a second. All right. Hey, I'm going to show you how cool the internet can be. This goes out to Scott, and he sent a comment in via the comment section just now. I get notifications when you guys comment, so I see when somebody comments, and I do not ignore you. Scott's question was about the card cases that I use from I don't even like saying their name, but here's the deal. They do have the cheapest and pretty much the nicest way to keep your cars dust-free and be able to stack them and store them and quickly access them. So what you're looking at is a plastic all-purpose container that... Get out, Lambo, come on. You're looking at the all-purpose plastic container that they sell at Hobby Lobby. You will find this in the back by the sewing stuff. Usually it's back by their stock door. And because Hobby Lobby is the same everywhere, basically head to the back left corner and I'm guessing you'll find them in your store too. The reason why we get them there is because they're a couple bucks cheaper than they are anywhere else to try to order them. It's just a handshake you gotta make with the devil sometimes. And I'm sorry if anybody out there is really behind what they do as a store outside of being a hobby store. That's cool. We can agree to disagree. But anyway, that's one of the reasons why I don't like doing business there. I am sorry, Aunt Sandy, if you watch this. Of course you'll watch it. Sorry, Aunt Sandy, but sometimes you gotta buy things. Well, you don't have to. You don't have to, okay? But I did. Okay, anyway, I'm going to put a one of these new Batmobiles into the case anyway, because I wanted to get it off my desk. But, wow, I love that front end and the light. Isn't that nice? Okay. Now, here's what I'm, this will make a few collectors laugh, and it'll make a few civilians' eyes roll. Can you spot the differences? Okay. So this is why I try to keep things coordinated a little bit. Is that I'm starting to get so many Batmobiles, it's not close to funny. Somebody's got to move. There you go, Scott. How cool was that? And in the time that it took me to explain all that, I now have a charged up tank. So let's get back to the tank review. Well, please forgive the condition of the floors. We have pets. But this thing is crazy. It seems to work really well. The turret is supposed to turn, but it doesn't. I don't know why that doesn't necessarily work on this function, but I don't think it was motorized. Maybe it was just a thing you can turn. But it takes some getting used to. Would really help it if it had sticks. But the truth is, for the money, it works. This has no combat system in it, and the drivetrain thing seems to be a little lopsided here and there. It's probably getting cat hair in it or something. But there you have it. If I get good with this thing, we'll see. It's like Godzilla. Hey! The $13 remote control tank. Here's what I think of it. I think that it's a little too fast for its own good. I think that it would do well with some way to slow it down. So I don't know if that can be affected. It's a $13 toy. But basically, it's a little too fast for its own good. So I'm going to monkey with it because it's $13. What's the big deal? But it's a pretty sharp looking little thing. And it's got a little headlight on it, as do all, drones and stuff these days in the $20 class. They've all got a little headlight on them to kind of let you know which direction they're headed. It did seem to work within its 25-foot capacity, and we'll see how it lasts against a cat or a dog here, like pretty soon, some actual battle time. But fairly neat, fairly fun, especially for the price point. I mean, it's $13. So, yeah, it's going to be a little like you bought it at a mall kiosk, but it's good fun. It's good fun. I think it would make a fun birthday gift. I think it would make a fun Christmas thing, opening morning, There it is, the world's smallest tank. Bottom line on this thing, I would probably give it about 2 out of 5 stars. The tread system is a little too fast for its own good, so they should have changed the gearing a little bit on it somehow. And it's basically like a little race car inside of a tank, so it's very touchy on the controls. The age grouping of 12 and up is probably about right, so that you're not finding as much frustration. It's a very delicate little toy, so give it a couple of good drops and it's going to be done. This is kind of something that you really have to sort of take care of. They do recommend it for indoor use only. That is also something that you should take note of. There is no way to turn the turret whilst using the remote control. It is only, you can turn it and set it the way you'd want to face it. So, that whole feature is jive. They sort of lead you to believe that it might have a 360 rotational thing, which might have been difficult to enact given the size of it and the price point. You get what you pay for. It's $13. It's at Hobby Lobby, so you've got to wade into the swamp to get it. Comparable ones that I've seen online like this on Amazon are running about $20. So you can save yourself $6 by going into a box store like Hobby Lobby and buying it. Like I said, this is a product that has been licensed to them. So I'm sure that everybody's that looks like this and has a controller like this, I'm sure that they are all made in the exact same factory in China. But that shouldn't necessarily deter you from buying one. They're kind of fun to mess around with. But again, a little too fast. If I wanted a race car, I'd have bought a race car, and maybe I will go get one of those $10 race cars in a can, which I thought was a pretty cute way to sell it. Anyway, if you like what you see here, please like, share, and subscribe. And it would really help us if you would comment while you're watching our videos. It helps with the algorithm here on YouTube. Thank you very much for coming out to Monkey Shine Lab. We know that there's a heck of a lot of people out there producing content, so thank you for sharing a little bit of your valuable time with us. Have a good one, and we'll see you next time.